Welcome to Boomer Guitar Sessions. Today we are addressing movable power chords. This is a beginner lesson. I'd say your first couple months of whatever. Anyway, movable power chords. If you've checked out earlier lessons, there is a lesson in the powers of in the open power chord. So what we want to do with the movable power chord, understand that these are our open power chords. All the movable power chords is we can move them up the neck. Okay, so what that enables us to do is that enables us to play every song ever that has power chords, and we can hit every note. We can root these chords off of every. It's not just, we're not just stuck to the key of E or the key of A. We can do lots of stuff. So with that said, a lot of your favorite rock songs, a lot of your favorite pop songs, if you're a metal guy, if you're a punk guy, if you're a pop guy, if you like pop, whatever, power chords are part of all that in its history. So with that said, the movable power chord, okay, so this we said was your open E power chord. Now what I would not do is play a power chord like this. Like this is not, some people do, and it's really a lot of times it's pretty awkward, and a lot of people when they feel that they have to get that, it's kind of awkward. So what we want to do, we want to make this streamlined. We want to use your first and your pinky, and this is going to be your that's going to be your fingering. So it's going to be 2 frets over, 1 string down. That is called a fifth. That is what a power chord is. Sounds like one thick note. Anyway, so with that said, that is why we play the movable power chord, because it can, it sounds cool. It's easy. I like easy. So with that said, all right, so movable power chords are a lot like the bar chords. We're taking the open chord, moving it up the neck. Wherever your first finger lies, that's the name of the note. It's F, and then because it's a power chord, it's going to be called an F5. G5, A5, B5, C5, D5. If you learn all your notes on your E and A strings, actually let's add the D string onto it too, because those chords are used as well. Anyway, so things we can do with movable power chords. We can move in horizontal movement, like that's what I call watchtower changes. Watchtower changes are like the Jimi Hendrix all along the watchtower. Kind of configuration of those three chords. This being the key center. Those are watchtower changes. So that's horizontal. We can also move vertical. So that was what I would call vertical. Now, the other things we can do is a combination of this. So it's what this is what we'll call this like kind of like a house pattern, only on for power chords. It's like the first floor of a house without the, or it's like a shape. But yours smells like Teen Spirit. All right. The other things we can do that moving around from form 1 to form 2, from form 2 to form 3, all three forms. X patterns. Here's an X pattern. Think of all the songs that you know that have some of these sounds in them. So I brought up Smells Like Teen Spirit. Depends on how old you are. Black Sabbath. So Ozzy. Once you learn these things, everything you hear, hopefully it is my hope that everything that you've already been listening to, oh, that's what that is, and I want to learn that. That's 70s, 80s pop. Tommy Two-Tone. Anyway, lots of fun to be had with movable power chords. Learn them on your three bottom strings. Learn what your notes are called too, and then later in future lessons we can talk about these patterns. We have the X pattern, we have like the kind of the house thing going on, we have horizontal, we have vertical. Okay, another thing we can do, this is kind of a bluesy thing. Why doesn't Rod play with 1 and 3? Because it hurts. That's why. But sometimes we can't get around that. If I'm ever playing that kind of a boogie woogie, I will use my third finger instead of my pinky. Like Personality Crisis by the New York Dolls, like Aerosmith's first album. Listen to some of the stuff on that, Mamakin. All right, so what else do we got? What am I missing? Oh yeah, the Ramones riff. That's why I use my pinky, because I use that more often than I do the so. Whatever. 38 Special. If you're young, you've never heard that song before. That's all right. This is Rod. Boomer Guitar Sessions. Power chords are fun. Movable power chords are fun. Thousands and thousands of really cool songs are at your fingertips, literally. See you next time. Hi, this is Rod from Boomer Guitar Sessions. I personally wanted to thank you for being part of our community. If you like what we're doing here and you want to see more of it, please hit the like, subscribe, and share. And this helps me spread my musical messages to all over the world. Thank you. I appreciate you. And always remember, you can do this.